Okay, it's been a month since we put down the first ground covering of tree mulch. This is now our third delivery of tree mulch free tree mulch from a local tree service company. They've been really easy to work with, and as you can see, we have a bunch of logs this time. This is a great way to get free firewood. So my nieces actually asked for the for the logs, so they're going to come over and split the logs for firewood. So when you call a tree service, let them know, if there's a particular kind of tree you're looking for, pine or oak, or if you want just a load of just mulch, or if you want it to include logs too. But it smells wonderful out here. I wish we could somehow transfer the smell of this beautiful pine to the internet so you can smell this. As you see, we have some more cardboard here. We've got some more newspaper, and we are working on adding more mulch to the rest of our gardening area here. Here, Mrs. LDS Prepper is working in her flower bed. She's just pulled up all the flowers for the winter and getting the weeds out. We're going to be covering that with newspaper and cardboard and getting the mulch on top of that. Here's her other flower bed in front of the house that will be she will be pulling the flowers out, and we'll be getting that set up with mulch. In addition to that, I'm mulching all of my trees out front. It's free. It has everything that they need. One thing you notice that here I've left space around the trunk so that it doesn't rot around the trunk. So I keep that the way it has always been, and add a nice, healthy, and good-looking, I think, covering of tree mulch. So it's not just for the vegetable garden; it's for anything that grows. Let's take a look at the back and see how that looks. We've had quite a drainage problem between the two houses here, mine and my neighbor's, and so we've added mulch, and it's completely gotten rid of the drainage problem. What a great way to take care of that. It was going to cost a lot of money to have somebody come in and work on that, but the mulch was a free way to take care of that. And then we've come over, you can see my wife has covered the strawberries and the beans for winter. Then we decided that and here's some new solar panels. I'll have a video out on that. Amazing results from that already. But we've also added the mulch in between all of her raised garden beds, and you can see that she's mulched the top of the garden beds, so that she'll be letting that compost during the winter. So I think she's also going to be doing some more planting in the garden beds. It is December 2nd today, and I just want to show you while I'm back here. We've got beans growing, and with these little row covers, they are just producing great beans. We're getting beans out of these about every couple days and having fresh beans for dinner. It's wonderful. So nice thing about row covers, and I've got another video on row covers, is you can plant year round. So that's what we're doing with the beans. Finish off the last area, and then this area here, nothing was really growing in, so we're not watering it, so the grass died, so we put that in there. And then here is the original area that we had started with. And what I wanted to show you is how well this is composting. It's really doing a great job here. You can see we've got our trees covered for winter, or citrus trees. So you can see here on top, the mulch is completely dry. I mean, it is dry, but just under the surface, you can see immediately it's wet, and it is holding that moisture in. So I can really see where this is going to dramatically, and I mean dramatically, reduce the amount of watering you need. It's going to keep the soil nice and cool, and it's going to keep it moist, and those plants are just going to thrive with that moisture down there. So we've got this about 7 inches thick right now, figuring that during the winter it's going to compost down to maybe half that, or maybe 4 or 5 inches. But this is straight right on top of the cardboard, which is on top of the newspaper, which is on top of my grass. But you can see down here, let's pull this out, just retains the water really well. It's nice and cool down there. So I'm really hoping and looking forward to this being a big benefit during the hot summer months here down in the Houston, Texas area. So that's the update of our Back to Eden garden. It's more than a garden. We're using it for our trees, we're using it for our flower beds. It's a wonderful. I have not spent any money on any of this. Again, I did tip the driver this last time on the 3rd load. I felt, oh, I should give him at least a few dollars for bringing 3 loads over so far. We're definitely going to get another load, and we're probably going to get some more logs for ourselves and just have those split and have them here on hand. Although I don't really plan on using logs for much, it's nice to have them here. This is LDS Prepper reminding you, if ye are prepared, ye shall not fear.